What's up, YouTube fam? Welcome back to my channel. All right, so 24 hours on business and a bit of YouTube collaboration pleasure in Washington, D.C. a few days ago. Mind you, my anxiety was at its fullest, where I could not even explain my anxiety before I got on the plane, during my load, as we literally took off, I'm talking about like no other. But I kept trying to stay distracted, made sure I rolled my hair up. Look at that sunset. Isn't that beautiful? That sunset was everything. I took a direct flight out from Austin, Texas, straight to DC. 3 hours and 15 minutes. It was a quick breeze. Landed nice and smoothly. Of course, yes, big temperature drop. Went from 80 to 30 when I landed. It was pretty cold when I got there. It was even colder in the morning when I woke up. Mind you, I did not land. I took a 5:30 p.m. flight. We are an hour difference from DC to Austin, Texas. So I didn't actually get physically to my hotel, picked up my car rental, and in the bed until 2 a.m. because of the time difference and just the movement. But overall, I will tell you that the land was nice and smooth, as you can see. And the flight was pretty empty, as you can tell. Here you go. I couldn't help but do a video of, check this out. There was 12 people on the flight. Count them. 12 people. Yes, that's right. I said 12 people on that flight. I don't know why. I don't have the answers. But hey, plenty of seating. I was one of 12 people. Mind you, that 24 hours went by very quickly. I was on business. I also did a collab in the morning with Canon and a few other collaborators in Washington, D.C., out of a company from New York. It was a beautiful experience. Look at that Maryland portrait right across from the Omni, right downtown D.C. Those eyes are amazingly beautiful. Got to the airport, picked up, my car, got straight over to the Omni, was greeted, got right where I needed to be. Of course, I had to pull up in class. You're only there for 24 hours. I was on a solo trip. I was supposed to stay for 48 hours, but, one, my anxiety was bad, and two, I was done with what I had to do in DC, so I figured, let me book it back home and get back to what I need to do back home, But look at the bedding. Look at the hotel. The hotel on its own. I mean, if you know the Omni, you know the Omni. I usually stay there. It's beautiful. I had a beautiful view of the downtown area. If you look down, that's their pool area. Of course, I was not using any of that. I was not there. I was there on business. And like I said, a collaboration with YouTube that I'm very thankful and blessed I was able to experience. The bedding was everything. It kind of reminded me of what I have at home. It's got to be that comfort. I was up the next morning. Your girl had already rolled her hair. I showed y'all on my short. I had rolled my hair when I got on that flight because my anxiety was at its fullest. So she woke up the next morning. I was up by 4 a.m., out the door, on to get my car from the valet by 5:30 a.m. No one, of course, was in the hall. Everyone was saying, why are you talking so quiet? One, because I was not trying to wake up anybody as I was doing my YouTube videos. But anyhow, it was cold. It was cold. I had an event first thing in the morning at 5:45 a.m. Look at these streets. By 6 a.m., it was busy. DC is a circle. Those roads are just, I'm talking about a circle. But look at these views. B&H is a company out of New York. They collaborate with Canon. Look at these SD cards. They gave us lots of merch. It was the experience, the great people that I got to meet. Look at the crowd. Look at the pictures, the quality of the pictures. I love the fact that I was not only there on business, but I was there also on a collaboration. The view was everything. Look at the amazing people that I got to meet. The memories that I was able to make in DC in a 24-hour period, I cannot explain. By this time, it's already 7:38. The sun's come up. I mean, look at the views. Stopped over right across the street that I had some business to take care of from the White House. If you look at the White House, everything is gated. I mean, everything is extremely secured. Of course, this is, the Pentagon and the White House. So with that being said, good friend right there that works for the Pentagon. Look at these views right here. Look at this. Exiting out, headed back to my flight. And with that being said, got back on the flight and landed in Austin, Texas. And that was my 24 hours in Washington, D.C.